What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Sia, and as always, I'm very excited to be here sharing some different knowledge with you. So, before we get started, today I am going to be talking about my top 6 books that you need to have as a holistic nutrition student. So, before we get started, I just want you guys to hit that like button, subscribe to this page, and as well, save for later if this is something that you need to come back to, but also send to a friend that may need this if they're going to school for holistic nutrition. Alright, let's get started. So, my first 2 books that I have here, they're kind of the same, but they are different. So we're going to start with the Prescription for Natural Cures, the 3rd edition. So this is the book here. And then I have Prescription for Nutritional Healing. And then this is the book right here, so you guys can see. So the reason why I preferably love both of these books, I love both of these books. I'm tripping over my words. Is because that when you go into these books, say for example, I'm going to use the example because I'm doing a project on anxiety. When I look up anxiety in this book, I'm just going to find the page real quickly. So when I look up anxiety disorder in this page, in this book, I'm going to get all the information that I need, but then also it's going to break down nutrients that are very important to have, as well as any type of comments that you may need just to give you a little bit more info, as well as important. So it's breaking it down. So it goes very important. I'm going to turn over the page, and then it's going to have helpful. So pretty much as a nutritionist, I'm going to look at this disorder and break it down and thinking about the client that's in front of me or the client that I'm working with, and think about what it is that they possibly may need that is of importance. And I'm going to look at this book and be like, okay, this might be helpful for them. As well, it breaks down different herbs that I can use or recommend to clients as well. Other recommendations and considerations to take part. So this literally goes from anxiety, appendicitis, to autism, hypoglycemia, hyperglycemia, hot flashes, so many different topics for nutritional healing. And this is for like prescribing or recommending as a holistic nutritionist. As a holistic nutritionist student, and when I become certified, I'm only able to recommend, but for those who are in the field or looking to get into the field, I highly recommend this book, especially for assignments and when you get into the real world when working with your case studies. Also, like I had mentioned before, Prescription for Natural Cures. So same type of book, but this one is really looking at, okay, the root cause of what that disease is, also the conditions after breaking down what it is that you're talking about, as well as treatments that you can use to help with your clients. So I'm going to just go into my little tags here because, again, working on anxiety for this project, I do have my notes. So what I like about this book, as you can see, I have a few things highlighted here. It's breaking down what anxiety is. It's telling me the symptoms. So you have to remember that symptoms is something that your client is going to tell you that you have. You can't necessarily see it. Where science is something that you can see. So when your client's like, well, I have sleep disturbances, appetite changes, chest pains, all of these are very general, but if they're already coming to you, telling you what it is that they have or something that was prescribed to them from their family doctor or maybe their therapist, this is a book that you can go in a little bit deeper because, again, as holistic nutritionists, we're looking to get to the root cause. So when I flip it over, I'm going to find more. So root causes can come from caffeine, stress, sugar, food allergies, disturbances in sleep, thyroid problems, so many different things that could be the root cause. And as that holistic nutritionist, you kind of want to break it down and get to what it is that you're looking to help your clients with. And that means you're doing trial and error with a lot of things, to be honest. So you're going to have treatments here as well, recommendations for food, as well as the Super 7 prescriptions for anxiety, which is literally heaven. But as a holistic nutrition student, these are my top 2 books that I really look into when it comes to my assignments and what I'm going to be using when it comes to my real world case studies as well when it comes to helping my clients. Cool. So, coming up, I think I should have started with this book. But this book, I find really, really helpful because it actually helps break down the body just in general, starting from like your throat, your esophagus, all the way down to your digestive tract, to your small intestines, your large intestines, all of it. What microbes are, everything that you're really looking to simplify for yourself. I believe this is the book that you would want, which is from Giulia, I'm hoping I'm saying this right, Giulia Enders. And it has illustration in it too. So again, if you're looking to simplify the body for yourself or for your client, I highly, highly recommend this book because it's just really great. Again, for you to freshen up what it is that you're being told in your studies, and also if you need a quick reminder, if your study notes aren't something that are helping you, something like this to break it down is going to help you as well. All right, I have 3 more to go. So, Food and Healing from Annemarie Colbin. This book right here, I'm just going to move that, is one of my favorite books. This is one of the books that I started to read prior to going into school, which really got me to open up my eyes so much more when it came to nutrition. I'm talking about understanding from foods that you combined with, foods that you shouldn't be eating with certain foods, foods that should be eaten alone, as well as just giving you a general idea of that, like, people's body is going to be different from everyone else's. And I know that this is something that we should all know, but with the way social media works and a lot of people being like, hey, eat this and you'll look like this, it doesn't really work like that. So I think that if you're looking to understand what are building foods, warming food, acidifying foods, as well as contractive foods, Food and Healing is for you as well. This is actually one of the books that we use in one of our classes for comparative diets. So yeah, again, if you're in school for a holistic nutritionist, to become a holistic nutritionist, this book is going to be on your radar. If you're at IHN, I'm not too sure about the other schools, but if you're just looking to understand your body in general, I highly recommend this book for a starter. So I got 2 more. I'm going to save my favorite for last. But Staying Healthy with Nutrition by Elson and Haas is a really great book as well. These books are very thick, by the way, because it's just filled with so much knowledge, so much information. And you literally can be looking for the same topic, but each book will give you a different way to look at it, or a different treatment, or something else that the other book may not have. That's why I find that having these books just in general, and as you can see I have a whole heap of other books, some are just like my fan favorites, but also a lot of them are to do with nutrition. But the books that I'm showing you right now are my high favorites. So again, I'm just going to speak on, because I'm working on an assignment right now on anxiety disorders, I've been looking into the Staying Healthy with Nutrition and really noting, okay, what about the mental and nervous system, as well as what I'm doing with that is like what's going to help me support the nervous system. And then also looking at mood balancers, what treatments or prescriptions that I can recommend for said client. Again, this is just an assignment to help with their anxiety. So there's so much different things inside of here. So I really highly recommend this book because you're breaking it down on so many different topics, from antioxidants to proteins to fats, to carbohydrates, all of it, even going into different diets, how to balance your diet, all of it. So this book, Staying Healthy with Nutrition, I probably didn't even give this book justice, but this is highly recommended. Now, last but not least, it is the Optimum Nutrition Bible. So when I say this book is Bible, this book is Bible. I will literally take this book pretty much wherever I go, even just to read. I will, most of the time, I'll pick a chapter, or I'll just open up the book, like opening up the book and it says Conquering Cancer, to learn a little bit more, or just for me to refresh my memory, or just to get a little bit deeper into what I don't know. So when it comes to this book, I wanted to start off really to break down, because I'm really into supplementation and understanding the supplements and what goes into it and why we should use certain ones and why we shouldn't. This book is a very key book into understanding the different vitamins and minerals that we use for our bodies and the importance of it, as well as, again, breaking down like living food, the phytochemical revolutions. There's so much information in this book. The vitamin scandal is a topic in this book, as well as breaking down the essential fatty acids, what is the omega-3 fat family, so many things. So I think if you're going into school for holistic nutrition, to become a dietitian or nutritionist just in general, or if you're looking just to understand a little bit more about nutrition just for your own health, again, I highly recommend this book. So that is it for this video. I hope this did justice for everything that I just talked about. Just for a quick thing that I think that every nutritionist, holistic nutritionist, dietitian, or someone that's just looking into getting into more with their health should look into. I think I said into so many times. But I think for me it was just general curiosity when it came to my body and understanding what was going on with it and why I was always sick and why I was struggling with anxiety. Hence why the topic of anxiety disorder was the one that I wanted to pick for my assignment, and then just diving in a little bit deeper. But I've had a majority of these books prior to going into school, so that's how you can see where this whole journey started coming into, because the curiosity of what happens to a human's body when it just comes to school, when it just comes to nutrition and healing from the inside out, as well as understanding the root cause, where it's coming from. I used to do things where it was like, oh, I had eczema, I'm just going to take a cream and pop that cream on there, and it was gone for a few days or a couple of weeks, and then it would come right back without actually initially thinking about where could this be coming from. And a lot of it had to do with the food. And it was, when you think about it, it's like, okay, am I breaking down the food properly? Am I producing enough enzymes? What's my transit time? Is my food actually being, or the nutrients actually being absorbed into my body, or is it just passing right through? So there's so many things that could be happening, but this got me very curious in the sense of what can I do, coming from a world of fitness and health and wellness. What can I do on a bigger scale? And this is what I really got into, and I'm very happy for this journey. But again, These are the top 6 books. I will write down all the books and the authors down at the bottom in the caption so you guys can go see. And if you guys are looking to possibly purchase, I'll just put the link there on Amazon as long as they have it for you guys to get it as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this was a little bit informative of a lot of the stuff that I'm very, very into, especially with these books. And if you have any questions, let me know. As well, follow me on Instagram, join the community, optimize.u, as well as follow my personal page / fitness page, sia.fit. There's going to be more mobility moves videos coming out soon, so you guys can get mobile with me as well. Like this video, subscribe, save this video for later if this is something that you want to learn more about, as well as send to a friend because they are going to want to learn too. Alright, bye guys!